Greetings to all our Columbian College graduates. Thank you for joining us for this virtual celebration, and congratulations to each of you on a job well done. Let me begin by saying that I hope you and your loved ones are safe and healthy. The fallout from COVID-19 has changed our world, but what it has not done is diminish your remarkable academic achievement. You've worked hard to get to where you are today, and I'm confident that once we regain a semblance of normalcy, you will have every opportunity to pursue your passion and make your mark on the world. Your graduation captures a moment in time, representing all that you've accomplished as a student. It is now your turn to confer knowledge, to advance your field, and to move the frontiers of knowledge. Today marks an endpoint, but it's also a new beginning. You may not realize it right now, but what you've experienced, the knowledge you've acquired, the analytical reasoning and critical thinking skills you've picked up along the way, and yes, even what you're experiencing in this uncertain environment will resonate throughout your personal and professional lives. What happens next is now up to you. How will you take what you've learned and experienced to make a meaningful impact in the communities and the world beyond? There are 3 traits that I believe will carry you far in your journey. The first is resilience. You are no stranger to challenges. You've taken demanding courses, written difficult papers graded by exacting faculty, been involved in arduous research projects, and made class presentations that have pushed you out of your comfort zone. This past semester, you've managed to pivot on a dime to overcome the challenges of remote learning and the stress of pandemic to complete your degree. You are here today because your resilience has enabled you to prevail. Be confident in that strength. Resilience in the face of difficulty will take you a long way on your journey to have a successful and satisfying life, both professionally and personally. The second trait that I believe is critical in the context of this moment is innovation. GW students are defined by innovation. You have the creative instinct to be problem solvers. You've written musical compositions and cracked computer codes. You've solved complex policy puzzles and looked deeply into cells and stars to explore scientific mysteries. And you've offered new insights on our evolutionary past, our political present, and our environmental future. Our alumni are reflective of this innovative and creative spirit. They've directed award-winning movies, launched billion-dollar tech companies, started nonprofit foundations, and created pathways to sustainable futures. They, like you, chose GW because they wanted to be part of a culturally vibrant, politically active, and diverse community in the heart of the nation's capital. They, like you, chose to embrace challenge and find innovative ways to impact lives and create positive change. The third and final trait I want to underscore today is compassion, the ability to empathize and be mindful and caring of others. You came here because you wanted to be part of something that was bigger than yourself. You wanted to make a difference in the world around you. I've heard recently stories about students and alumni who, in the wake of COVID-19, are running food banks, managing community efforts to make and distribute face masks, and volunteering on the front lines to assist EMTs. I love hearing these stories, and I'm proud to say I'm not surprised by them. This is what being a GW student is all about. I encourage you to continue caring for the communities in which you live, to help and support others, and to resist the temptation to look inward. Creating and maintaining these meaningful connections within your community will lead to a rewarding life. This health crisis has changed the world you're entering as a graduate, which I'm sure is heavily weighing on you now. But I'm confident that your resilience, creativity, and compassion will carry you through. You will weather this storm, and you will be stronger for it. This is one of those rare moments in our history that requires each of us to go the extra mile, to do more in the way of sacrifice and service, to be the problem solvers, the movers and shakers, the healers, thinkers, and doers. You are smart and innovative, and you are ready to soar and meet the challenges that lay ahead. It's important to remain agile, to continue to adapt, to navigate through every disappointment and build upon every success. I'm humbled by your talent and passion, and thankful for the part we played in helping you get here. Although you're graduating, your home at Columbian College will always be here for you. Your faculty are here to support you whenever you need us, as will our global network of GW alumni. We look forward to you staying in touch and even paying it forward if you can. In the years ahead, perhaps you'll mentor a student, volunteer to support a project, or give to scholarships that open doors for others to pursue their dreams. Thank you for letting us be a part of your journey. I wish you all the best in the exciting adventure ahead, and I look forward to welcoming you back to campus next year for the on-campus graduation festivities. Congratulations, class of 2020. It is now my privilege to introduce Columbian College alumnus and Distinguished Scholar of Art History, Daniel Weiss. Dr. Weiss currently serves as President and Chief Executive Officer of the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. We are thrilled he was able to join us for this special celebration of your achievement.
It is a pleasure to be here with you today to celebrate your graduation from college. I join your family, your friends, the faculty at GW, the administration, and your fellow alumni in honoring this moment and celebrating with you. I'm quite sure it was not in your plan that you would spend this moment at home celebrating this great milestone in your lives, maybe even in your pajamas. This is a remarkable moment in the history of the world, and it is a major milestone in your lives. And both are important. And what I'd like to do in just a few moments is to think about that with you, to reflect a little bit on what it means to be graduating from college at this moment in the history, a remarkable moment in the history of the world. So what does it mean to be graduating in the middle of the great pandemic of 2020? What can we understand and learn from this experience? Well, first of all, I think for the first time in our lifetimes, in a very, very long time, the entire world is more or less aligned around a single problem. We're not working against each other. We're not in competition around what it is that one nation can do against another. But all of us are trying to learn how we can conquer this virus and try to restore the world to some sense of normalcy. And for the first time, and hopefully it will endure, we can work together around the world to solve a problem of massive proportions. So that's one thing we might reflect on from this experience. Another is that we're learning something new about what it means to be interconnected. It's one thing to share the internet or to have a kind of global commitment to commerce. But in fact, what we're learning from this pandemic is we're all connected to each other. In fact, we are all physically connected to each other. That this pandemic, which runs through the world, began with one person and is now all over the world. So we learned something about our dependence on one another and how we need to work together in order to create solutions and build a better world. I think that's an important observation. That dependence is absolutely fundamental. Another is, how will we learn in this new environment to live together, to work together as social beings in an environment that will focus on social isolation? We can't be communities in quarantine for a very long time without there being debilitating consequences. So we have to learn how to work through this moment and to build an opportunity to be communities once again, but in an environment where we have to take care for our physical health and for the public safety to be a bit more isolated. This is a creative challenge of significance. And then I think another reason to reflect on this moment is to ask ourselves, as the world is changing, as we face so much disruption and change, is this a moment for us to do better? Is this a moment for the world to look at old problems in new ways? Can we think about how we might ensure the public health at a higher level? How we might cooperate more effectively at a global level? Might we think about the environment in new ways? When the world becomes disrupted, there are opportunities to learn, there are chances that we have to do things better. So I think beyond reflecting on what a challenge this is and how unfortunate it is that all of us are sitting at home celebrating your graduation in this way, it is also a moment to do things differently. And you have an opportunity, in some ways an unprecedented opportunity, really to change the world. And I would invite you to think about that because it's right in front of you. Your time at GW has helped you in various ways, I think, to be more effective and more prepared to do that kind of work. First of all, they've taught you how to listen. As a student, you are in some ways professional listeners, learning how, as it were, to learn. We don't learn so much in college that is what's important. It's that we learn how to learn, giving us an opportunity to do better. And when we leave college, we're equipped with the skills and the experiences to be nimble learners, to be able to navigate in a world that's changing very quickly. So as you look to the future, think about what you've learned at GW, what skills that you've developed, and how you can deploy them to make a difference in a world that's changing right before your eyes. So I want to offer you up that opportunity to celebrate with you this moment and to invite you to do something important in the world in the next few days, weeks, and months. You're beginning a new chapter in your lives. We celebrate with you today. So as soon as you're allowed to leave the house, go out and change the world. Congratulations.
I'm pleased to present the class of 2020.